Hello everyone and welcome to the workshop. So a couple of weeks ago I bought a 330 pound anvil that just arrived at my shop. So I'm going to take a look at it and I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to make it a new anvil stand and I'm going to try it out, so stick around. So the reason why I bought this anvil is just because I always wanted to have a really big anvil, basically. I just think they look really cool, and that's basically why I wanted to buy one. So I reached out, when I was talking in some groups, I think, about buying a new anvil, and this guy reached out to me and he has this company called Smidsam Lapland, where he does a lot of things, I suppose, but one of the things that he does is that he imports anvils to Sweden, and I think he imports them from Germany and the Netherlands. So I was looking, he was sending me pictures of anvils, and finally I decided that I really wanted one of these German unicorns, and what I mean by that, it's a single horn anvil. That's why I call it a unicorn, and it's a North German pattern. And a lot of makers brands have been making these. So, for example, Söderfors did make these, Kolsva did make these, House did make these, House made these, and a lot of others, I suppose. But it's a European pattern, North German to be exact, I think. And I really wanted a Söderfors anvil because I really like the Swedish anvils, and I only have Swedish anvils, so that would be fun to have more of them. However, when I received this, so it was none of us, both me and the seller, had never seen the anvil before. We only received pictures, so it was kind of hard to know what kind of brand it was and the quality of the anvil. We only knew how much it weighed, and it weighed 330 pounds, which is 150 kilos, which is quite big, and it had a really wide faceplate and stuff like that. So that's basically the only thing we knew. The pictures, it looked really great, but when it arrived, the faceplate wasn't as nice as I thought, probably because the pictures was kind of rusty, and they probably cleaned that off before sending it, and then I could see all the dings and stuff. But that is to be expected when you buy a used anvil, that it could be quite used, heavily used. And so I have some work to do on the face. I'm really going to take this slow because, to be honest, it doesn't affect the forging that much. It's not like it's dug out or anything, you know, the big pieces missing. It's not like that. It's just some hammer blows here and there that you can see, and you can. And I'm not going to address all of that. I'm just going to, you know, go over it a little bit with sandpaper and a metal brick, just to clean everything out a little bit to see if there's anything that needs to be done. But as far as I can see, it all looks pretty good, and it will definitely work for me. So when I received it, I was hoping to find that Söderfors stamp on here, but the only stamp I could find was small digits here on the face of the plate, which is a really strange place to have a stamp, in my opinion. Maybe not for you, but I've never seen it before. And it says 7522. And we were discussing this, like what can it mean? And I can't find any other stamp yet. Maybe I will find them, but we never know. My friend Jerry told me that, well, it could be a Söderfors because they have these strange serial numbers. But then again, you would need to find the traces of the Söderfors logo in there, because it's usually quite small, especially on the older ones. But they usually also have the numbers, the weight stamped in there, but I can't find any of those. It could also be a German a roughing house or petting house anvil, because what we also discussed was that one of the reasons why it might not have a stamp is because it was made in a hurry. And if we think about Germany, a hurry, maybe during the Second World War, they were producing anvils and steel things like crazy, just sending them out, you know. So perhaps it's a World War II anvil. We don't know that yet, but we're going to keep investigating to see if we can find any info on this. I tested the I file tested it with my Rockwell testers, and the faceplate is around 55 Rockwell hard, which is quite hard, to be honest. And it has a really great tone to it, and it also has a really nice rebound, so I'm very happy with the quality of it. It's really good. It's cast steel, I think, as far as I can see on the sides here. And yeah, it's just even though it's not perfect, you know, that's not what I expected, and it's amazing. I'm really looking forward to working with this, and it's going to be really fun to try forging axes on a big anvil. And to be honest, my old Kolsva anvil that I used for the last 6 months, it feels like a really small anvil compared to this. So the width really makes the difference. So I'm really looking forward to working with this, and it's been so fun to get it here, and now to finally be able to work with it. I'm really looking forward to it, and I just really love the shape of these anvils. It's such a, you know, tank of a shape, you know. It really looks like a pig or a war machine almost. So I'm really looking forward to this. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, you can press like to show your support, and you can also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future and be notified. And you can also click that bell if you want to, apparently. And you can find me on Instagram and all the other social media platforms down in the link in the description. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.